This is your time for integration and alchemy. Hello, my love. I'm Mel, and today we are going to explore the energies of the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. We have so many things to talk about, and I can't wait to show you. So let's dive right into it. Welcome, welcome, my darling, to this full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo session. Today we have to talk about a lot of things, so let's get started. Today's theme is alchemy and integration. But first, a little bit about me. Hi, my name is Mel, and I am a karmic astrologist and a Jungian psychotherapist in training. And why I do this work? Because I truly believe that when we connect with the wisdom of the universe, we can heal faster and get to see our life circumstances from another perspective. The answer to our deepest question lie in the stars, and we can learn a lot if we allow ourselves to notice the cosmic shifts. As above, so below. So let's see what that really means. And for those of you who wonder why we are studying the full moons and the new moons, in particular, this is a full moon and how it occurs. It occurs when the sun, the earth, and the moon are in the same alignment, and that results in the entire face of the moon being illuminated by the sun. So, our subconscious, the moon, is illuminated by our conscious, the sun. And that makes full moons the perfect time to acknowledge self limiting patterns and to do shadow work, bring them to the surface for release. And I have added this image to see, to have like a better visual. Like we have the moon, the full moon, you can see the earth in the middle, and at the opposite side of the moon we have the sun, and that's how the full moon occurs. And why we say that this full moon is a lunar eclipse and why this is important. So, we have a lunar eclipse because this full moon coincides with the south lunar node of fate, making it extra potent. In July 2026, the nodes of fate are shifting from Pisces Virgo axis to the Aquarius Leo axis. And this is a huge integration point because this is the last lunar eclipse in the Virgo South node. Because the nodes are shifting, this is the full moon that we are called to witness the alchemical process that has taken place in our lives for the past 2.5 years and integrate that shift. And the south node, for those of you who don't know, is a mathematical point in the moon's orbit where it intersects the ecliptic, the apparent path of the sun. So the south node points to the places that we are most comfortable in, and we know that staying there stands our evolution. It symbolizes all the patterns that we are meant to leave behind. And here I have another image for you just so you get a feeling for the north node and the south node. You can always take a screenshot and see it in your own timing. And we come to the juicy part. So, full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. It takes place on March 3rd, 2026. And Virgo is the archetype of the Virgin, the maiden. Virgo also is the sign ruled by Mercury, and it symbolizes the Virgin, the alchemist, the healer, the one who takes notice, integrates knowledge, and develops solutions. And in its shadow side, we can see naivety, ignorance, perfectionism, and criticism. And let's see a little bit about mythology, and that is going to be very crucial for us today. And this myth that I chose for you today, we are going to dive way deeper inside the Moon Mystic membership and see how we can really use it in our own lives and really come to a breakthrough, come to a realization. Among many myths, the constellation of Virgo is connected also with that of Persephone. In ancient Greek mythology, Persephone, daughter of the god Zeus and the goddess Demeter, was abducted by the god of the underworld, Hades, who wanted to take her as his wife. Demeter, her mother, was in despair. She was searching for her daughter everywhere until she found out about the abduction from Hecate and Helios. Then Demeter was in such grief that she allowed all the crops to die and she neglected her duties. She was the goddess of the crops and harvest after all, and that was the first winter that humanity experienced. And people were dying from famine, the land was growing barren and desolate. So Zeus decided to send Hermes to the underworld to bring Persephone back to her mother. Persephone, while she was in the underworld, ate three pomegranate seeds, and that tied her to the place. Because in ancient Greece, they knew that when you eat something in the underworld, then you are meant to come back. You are tied to the underworld. So, this is the myth of Persephone and how the seasons were born. For 6 months, Persephone returns to the upper world, and her mother Demeter is happy and she is giving us spring and summer. And for the other 6 months, she returns to her husband in the underworld. And we experience autumn and winter here on earth. And the clue that I'm going to give you here is that the previous new moon in Virgo, which was a solar eclipse, was has taken place in 2025 in September when we had the autumn equinox. And now this full moon is very close to the spring equinox. So this is what we're going to see in a deeper perspective inside the Moon Mystic membership. And the main theme for this full moon is alchemy and integration. This is the juice. This full moon, lunar eclipse in Virgo, is calling us to notice what lesson wants to be integrated in our lives for good. We have been doing the work and alchemizing for the past 2.5 years on a certain lesson, and it is time to be acknowledged and properly integrated in our lives. After this lunar eclipse, we are starting with a clean slate. We have just entered 2026 and also we have welcomed the Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year of the Fire Horse. So everyone is waiting for that new energy to hit, for that momentum. But first, there comes this full moon where it is asking from us to liberate ourselves and really integrate a lesson. So, where are we called to take responsibility and initiative? And here I have also added this house chart where you can see where in your birth chart is falling Virgo. And I would also recommend to see where you have Pisces because they work together, they are intertwined now and see which part of your life is most activated from this full moon. If you want to dive deeper into the energies of the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, join the Moon Mystic membership. You will find the link down in the description box, and there we are going to dive deeper into the myth of Persephone and how that applies into our own lives. We are also going to do an active imagination journey, and we have also the journal prompts that allow us to dive deeper into our subconscious. And this is truly a new chapter that is appearing in front of us, a clean slate. And if we can go into that new chapter with a specific energy, it's going to set the tone for that new chapter. So I can't wait to see you inside. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like, subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment, and also sharing with a friend that it will find this helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye.